So the question is, what should I eat? Is everything okay? The fact that I bought it in the grocery store? Well, no, no, no. A food that is healthy is going to most likely look like a food. So, for example, if you want an apple, if you want to eat apples, it should look like an apple. It should be round, it should be reddish, and could be green, but it should be a certain size. It can't be too big. Apples don't come that size. So when you see an apple this size, it's been genetically modified. That's not the way a natural apple is. But let's talk about the food. If you buy it in a box, then chances are that food has been processed. There are different levels of processing. When you cook your food, you're doing some kind of processing. And if you fry the food, that's a different processes than if you bake the food or boil the food. So the less you do to the food is the less processing. And some processing are worse than others. For example, when you grill something, you're creating carcinogens. So that's not a wise way to eat a lot of food. If you're smoking the food, you're also transforming the food in certain ways where you may be creating carcinogens. Incidentally, that's cancer-forming stuff. And you need to be careful on how you prepare your foods. But let's get back to the label. So when you buy food in a box, it's gonna have the ingredients in there on that label. If you're buying a simple food such as a raisin, it should say raisin. It shouldn't say anything else. Anything else other than a raisin on that box label is an additive. Additives are put there to preserve the food, to make the food look, better, more pleasing. Additives are generally bad. So if you're buying a drink, let's say you're buying orange juice, the only thing you should see on that label is orange juice. You shouldn't see high fructose corn syrup. If you see high fructose corn syrup in any fruit drink, then you're drinking a bad drink. And the reason is high fructose corn syrup is going to predispose you to diabetes and other unhealthful conditions. High fructose corn syrup is a prepared food additive that is bad for you overall. So the food should look like the food. If you read a label that says, I can't believe it's not butter, you shouldn't believe it's butter, right? If it says, I can't believe it's not butter, then it's not butter. Eat butter. Eat eggs. Don't buy a product that says this is like an egg. If it's like an egg, it means it's something else. If you buy ice cream, how do you make ice cream? You put sugar and milk together and you churn it and you do something. If you see other things in there, then you're eating the wrong ice cream. If it says low-fat ice cream, it's the wrong ice cream most of the time, because what they have done is they've taken out the fat and replaced it with sugars to make it look like, and they replace it with fillers to make it look like and seem like ice cream, because you wouldn't eat it if it didn't taste like ice cream or look like ice cream. So you need to make smart decisions. If you're gonna eat a cookie, just eat the cookie. Don't go and buy something that says this is a substance that is like a cookie but is not really a cookie, because if it's not really a cookie, it's gonna be something else with products you don't really want. Stuff like high fructose corn syrup, various types of fillers, etc., etc., etc. So read the label. It should say what it is. If you see a label with 30 ingredients and it comes out with like chicken, that's not chicken. Chicken only has one ingredient, chicken.